Hi, welcome to the Practice Sports Coaching's YouTube channel. The presentation you're about to watch actually took place live at one of our sessions. So can I use this opportunity to invite you to come and join us? We meet every Tuesday and the details are on the screen. If you like this kind of content, can I encourage you to please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell? That way you'll get notified whenever we release any new content. Let me not take too much of your time. Enjoy today's presentation, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay, wonderful. First of all, I'm just really excited to be here with everyone. And I would like for everyone to take a moment and just imagine with me that they've received a phone call from their friend. This friend knows how hard you've been working, and they've heard of an opportunity and they're sharing it with you. All right. They call your name and they say, I have it, your breakthrough is here. You say, what are you talking about? And they say, you have an opportunity. Someone has pulled out of the convention and you get their table. Say, how much is it going to cost me? I don't know that I can afford a convention right now. And don't worry about it. It's free. The other person had paid for it. All you have to do is show up with your product. Now, your friend knows that you've been working on perfecting that beet burger. And so you're certain that this opportunity is a time to empty your inventory. You've been paying for freezers, you've been paying for a product, you've finally got this burger that everyone who has tasted it loves. So the morning of the convention, you get your family to help you pack the van, you've rented that radiated, refrigerated vehicle, and you drive to town. Your heart is beating, you're so excited, you imagine yourself coming home with the van empty, your pockets full with referrals, your bank account full with money. And then it strikes you. As you turn the corner and see the banner for the convention, your heart drops. Cattleman's convention. All you can think of is what happened to Oprah is about to happen to you. You've invested all this money, this time in beet burgers to go to a beef eating convention. You're in trouble. Anyway, you're already here. You might as well make the best of it. So you go into the convention, you set up your table with your beet burgers. They're beautiful, but nobody is interested. Everybody is interested in the gentleman beside you, the woman in front of you. Nobody's interested in your beet burgers. Now you say, why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because one of the things that plagues new coaches is this talk about niche. Niche, 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 niche. And sometimes we get frustrated because it's like, well, what am I supposed to niche down to? Why is it such a big deal? It's a big deal because if you like beet burgers, there's a pretty good chance you might not like beef burgers. And if you like beef burgers, there's a pretty good chance that beet burgers won't do it for you. Both excellent products. But if you have a palate for one, there's a chance you may not have a palate for the other. And to marry the two is very difficult. So as we spend time today reflecting on the importance of niche and why we're so often asked to pick a side, right? It's because it's important to know who you're serving. It's important to know who you're serving because that's how you best serve them. So my question for you this morning is, and Lisa, you can show the slide now, please. Right, is to know Now, you may be a B. Smith or a Martha Stewart, right? With a pretty big umbrella. They are all things household, but that's still a pretty tight umbrella. Decide who you serve based upon what you're passionate about and what you're interested in. So I encourage you, for the next 2 minutes, write down every experience that you have had that is a common experience, right? So maybe you're a parent, maybe you're someone who's had a health crisis, maybe you're someone like me who's homeschooled, all right? Or unfortunately like me, who's divorced and is co-parenting, even an adult. List those things, and I'll give you 2 minutes to list them, and then we'll come back together. All right. Has everyone got a list? How many of you have on the list the area that you're currently working in?
What do you mean by that?
So remind me, you did on priority and time management, correct?
Yeah, that's my niche, is time management.
Okay. So was that still on your list?
Yeah, I mean, I like planning and stuff like that, so it's just was naturally happened, but yeah, it's on the list.
Okay, that's kind of your default setting.
I mean, I have a lot of default settings. That's why I just picked something.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard someone start to say something.
Oh, that was me, Jasmine.
Okay.
That was Mac.
I thought I recognized your voice, but okay. So what else showed up on your list?
Everything I put down is basically what the people I've been working with over the last couple of years.
Okay.
And some even longer. So I've sort of like focused on the 4 key areas that I generally work with people on. So that's on my list. That's my dream list.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Anyone who has been struggling with a niche, were you able to identify or maybe get closer to pinning down something specific for yourself? And that goes to the group. Or does everyone in the group have a solid sense of what it is and who it is that they serve?
Without putting someone on the spot, can I throw the searchlight on? I'm sure she'll smile soon. Anna.
See, you read my mind. Anna, would you care to share what you found with the list, or was the list even helpful?
Sorry, Anna.
I know you love me. I love you. Okay, so all I know for now, well, sort of, I'm working on it,
Okay.
is that I want to work with women, and specifically single women.
Okay.
Can have like children or not children, but in this moment they are single. And for the rest, I don't know why I can't choose, but I know that I need to choose something for my clarity. And well, I've done a bit of work with Stan, actually, that is helping me. And I do sort of have a list, but for me, it's more like a psychological thing, more than she's 50, she lives in New York, she's, I don't know, blonde, you know. It's more like psychological and the sort of person that I would like to work with.
Okay, great. Well, you're starting to narrow it down, which is wonderful. I know that time is moving. Matt, do I have time just to share the other questions for food for thought?
Yeah,
and
sure.
Then I'll hand over the group. So my next question would be, which of the things on your list could you talk about for an hour? All right, in an engaging and interesting way. And then the next question is, which of these are you actually interested in? Because just because we can haven't had a life experience, can discuss it and can talk about it, doesn't mean it's something that necessarily interests us enough to invest more time, more resources in. And then my final question is, which could you get paid for? All right. And yeah, so those are the questions that I have for you. And that is why I believe finding a niche is helpful. And even if it's something, as Anna said, single women, well, that has shrunk the pool, right? And you mentioned not necessarily demographics, biodemographics, but more so in terms of psychological. And so there you have another filter. So thank you all for participating. And I hope that this is helpful. I'm open to feedback on how helpful the process was,